Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters launches in Fortnite. Gaming News Roundup. Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters is launching a collaboration with Epic Games' Fortnite that will include characters from the smash hit streaming film and the ability for fans to create their own games based on the IP. Per Epic, fans can team up with HUNTR to protect the Honmoon from the endless waves of faceless demons in the new Demon Rush mode. Live between October 2nd to November 1st. All while channeling their inner Rumi, Mira, and Zoey with outfits and accessories, spicy ramyeon included, of course. See more gaming news from this week in the roundup below. Release dates. Cairn, the survival climbing game from indie developers The Game Bakers, has been delayed to Q1 2026. The much-anticipated game was initially meant to release before the end of the year. Though the game is content complete, the additional time will be spent focusing optimization, debug, and polish for distinctive gameplay. The Game Bakers creative director Emeric Thoer explains, "We have been running a lot of playtests, and the feedback from players is that we have something truly special with Cairn. We also see all the improvements we can still do to make the experience unforgettable. After 5 years of work, it makes no sense to rush it. We want to be proud of the game we launch." The game will release on PS5 and PC early next year. An exact release date has not yet been announced. Asterisk. My Hero Academia, Justice for All, the 3D fighter arena game based on the eponymous anime, will launch worldwide on February 6th. Developed and released by Bandai Namco Entertainment America Inc., the game allows players to fight and explore as both heroes and villains from the iconic franchise, following a story mode that takes place in the universe's final war arc. The game also introduces exclusive scenarios such as a team-up mode that allows the characters to collaborate on training exercises within a virtual space and archives battle that lets players relive past fights from the anime's history. Meanwhile, the story mode allows players to explore the anime's iconic world in new cinematics, all leading up to the final war's climactic clash between the One for All and All for One. Justice for All is available to pre-order for PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC via Steam in Standard, Deluxe and Ultimate editions. Watch the trailer here. Newly released games. Milligram Studio, the LEGO Group, and Fictions have launched LEGO Party, a multiplayer party game from the world of LEGO. The game is available on Steam for PC, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PS5, PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Up to 4 people can play LEGO Party at once, competing alongside and against each other in over 60 minigames and challenge zones to collect the most golden bricks and become the champion. The game features iconic sets from LEGO Pirates, LEGO Space, LEGO Ninjago, and more. Players can customize their own minifigures, and those who pre-ordered the retail edition, available at participating Switch, PS5 and Xbox XS retailers, will receive 5 unique minifigures. Asterisk. Next has unveiled the launch of NHL Puck Rush, the first ever sports league title for Next Playground. To make the console more accessible, Next Playground will be expanding retail availability into Canada later this month. In NHL Puck Rush, players will have the opportunity to connect with their favorite NHL teams through a dynamic, interactive game that syncs directly with each NHL season. Players can take on the challenge of scoring as many goals as possible in a limited time frame. NHL Puck Rush will launch with the below features, with regular programming to be introduced over time, including for tentpole NHL events, allowing for fans to virtually support and compete on behalf of their favorite NHL teams, opportunities to unlock their favorite team's jerseys, sticks, pucks, mascots, while allowing players to track wins. Storatoys Thomas and Friends, Let's Roll Plus, Mobility Wares. Dominoes, Classic Tile Game Plus and Mighty Games and Hipster Whales Piffle Plus are available on Apple Arcade with no ads or in-app purchases. On October 16th, NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition will also launch on the service. This special edition of the series brings arcade players to the NBA to build a championship team or compete in online games with their friends and family. Asterisk. The return of Super Mario Galaxy and the debut of the Super Mario Galaxy 2 are available on the Nintendo Switch, including the Nintendo Switch 2 system. The games now feature enhanced visuals upgraded for both game systems. Alongside sharper resolution and additional storybook elements, the new versions allow players to explore a new soundtrack mode that includes newly added tracks as well as gameplay improvements like assist mode and autosave. Players can use button, stick and motion controls adapted to the Joy-Con and Joy-Con 2 controllers from the original Wii versions to jump, glide, swing and explore while collecting power stars and power-ups. The games are available as a bundle, in both physical and digital versions, and individually in digital-only versions on My Nintendo Store. The physical game bundle is also available via local retailers. Amazon Games and Glowmade has released King of Meat on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Steam in early access. King of Meat is a party platform game where up to 4 players can team up against monsters, puzzles and challenges in a series of fantastical dungeons. Players can use weapons, combos, and special moves throughout the game to conquer the dungeons and become ultimate contenders. Meanwhile, they can also build their own dungeons and customize their characters to be wholly unique. Players can now purchase King of Meat Standard Edition, which includes the Venerable Defender Legendary costume, a fearsome samurai-style outfit with matching sword, shield, and stickers. Alternatively, they can also purchase the Deluxe Edition, which comes with the exclusive tapeboard Betsy and Emerson Shard character sets. Newly announced games. Wolf House Games will launch their debut game, Join Us, a co-op survival game, in 2026 on PC. In Join Us, players will be able to establish their doomsday cult in America by recruiting followers and designing bizarre belief systems in a fully authored narrative that adapts to player choices, building a compound and defending the faithful from hostile outsiders, stockpiling resources, and lay solo or co-op with up to 4 friends while conquering the game's open-world environment. The game can be experienced with up to 4-player co-op as you conquer the game's dynamic open-world environment. Nintendo will launch Pokémon Legends ZA, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition on October 16th. The game will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 as well as Nintendo Switch, where players will get to catch, battle and evolve Pokémon across the expansive Lumiose City. The RPG allows players to explore the setting, climb ranks, build teams, and compete through multiplayer and Switch Online membership options. Watch the new trailer Hidemeo X Dungeons & Dragons. Battle Might will debut on November 20th for $29.99 on Steam, PlayStation, and MetaQuest. Game players will travel on a journey through epic quests and instant adventures. Hidemeo X Dungeons & Dragons. Battle Might will give gamers a sneak peek when the game's PC demo debuts exclusively as part of Steam Next Fest, available October 13th to October 20th. During the demo, players can choose to play as hot-headed Dragonborn Paladin, Bolthrax, Weave-Wandering Halfling Sorcerer, Tibby, the vengeance-fueled human ranger Jessix, or Ash, the tiefling rogue who hides her pain behind a sly smile. Up to 4 players will team up to defend against a goblin ambush in Neverwinter Wood and then explore a myconid colony where the Typiclocerine fungi have become suspiciously hostile. An additional 2 characters, Dwarf Fighter Theric and Elf Bard Lyria, will be available at launch. Players who play the demo during Steam Next Fest will get more than just a first look. After completing both scenarios in the Next Fest demo, they'll also unlock exclusive special skins for the 2 Battlemarks 20-sided dice. Hidemeo X Dungeons & Dragons. Battlemarked can be wishlisted on Steam, the PlayStation Store and the Meta Horizon Store. New ventures. On Wednesday, Ubisoft's new subsidiary opened for business and revealed its name, Vantage Studios. Led by co-CEOs Christophe Dorenz and Charlie Guillemot, Vantage consists of more than 2,300 employees working across some of Ubisoft's popular Assassin's Creed, Far Cry and Rainbow Six franchises into a new unit that will have full autonomy on the creative direction and business plans for the 3 franchises, while remaining a part of the Ubisoft Group. The subsidiary is partially owned by Ubisoft stakeholder Tencent. *. Istanbul-based interactive gaming company Cypher Games closed a $30 million financing round led by advisory and investment firm The Rain Group and gaming-focused venture capital firm Play Ventures. Cypher Games previously secured $10 million in seed investments in September 2024, with which it launched its first Match 3 game, Match Squad. Cypher Games will use the latest funding to further develop Match Squad, securing new talent, capital, and support ahead of its US launch and move towards the long-term plan for a second game within the next 2 years. Other participants in Cypher Games' most recent financing round include MIT, E2 VC, and huge founder Anton Gorfin's VC Big Bets. They join pre-existing backers Discord CEO Humam Saknini, King founder Ricardo Zaccani, and Triple Dot co-founder Akin Baba Yigit. Asterisk. GLAD Gaming is launching its inaugural Queer Emerging Developers program for LGBTQ game developers to receive resources and mentorship to hone their crafts and excel in the industry. The program will accept a small cohort of developers to receive 4 months of training and mentorship from the GLAD Gaming and GLAD Media Institute teams, as well as guidance from industry experts, a trip to the Game Development Conference in San Francisco, and national exposure on the GLAD website. The program aims to uplift LGBTQ developers and promote authentic representation within the development process and the games themselves. Applications are open through November 10th on the GLAD website. Asterisk. Global video game commerce company Zola has partnered with Nexstar Media to launch and distribute a new vodcast series focusing on gaming culture, business, and technology. Episodes will be available on News Nation, The Hill, and Nexstar's various digital and social media platforms including YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. News Nation's Cheryl Huang will host the show alongside executives, partners, and game developer guests from Zola, fostering extensive, expert-led conversations on the latest in gaming. The first episode will debut in August 2025, filmed at Gamescom in Germany. 9 additional episodes will then release between 2025 and 2026, all filmed at News Nation Studios in Chicago. Events. European-based distribution company Piece of Magic Entertainment, POM, has announced plans for live theatrical broadcasts of 2 upcoming Riot Games esports tournaments, Valorant Champions and League of Legends World Championship 2025. On October 5th, the Valorant Champions 2025 Grand Final takes place in Paris and will be broadcast live in select cinema screenings across 9 territories by POM. On November 9th, the League of Legends World Championship Finals will be broadcast from Chengdu, China, and POM is bringing the experience to cinemas across in more than 30 European countries. Asterisk. Papaya will host the first ever Solitaire World Championships in February 2026 at Miami's Temple House in South Beach. The historic solo card game, which Papaya rendered a communal and competitive experience through online and live tournaments, will finally have its world champion as 400 finalists gather in Miami to compete for the crown. The winner will take home $150,000, with total prizes of $300,000 available. The championship event will be produced by Istars Studios and executive produced by David Lee. Asterisk. Call of Duty next provided a sneak peek of what to expect in the upcoming release of Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, launching on November 14th. The annual live stream event allowed attendees to stream the Black Ops 7 multiplayer and zombies, as well as new Call of Duty Warzone content. Additionally, audiences received a first look at the forthcoming Call of Duty Warzone Haven's Hollow Resurgence map alongside the all-new Signal Station and remastered Factory Poise appearing in Verdansk, both launching with Season 1. Following the first look, guests received intel about the 6th anniversary celebration of Call of Duty Mobile, as well as the first look at the new DMZ Reckon mode coming to mobile. The Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer beta kicks off on October 2nd across all platforms for those who pre-ordered the game, followed by an open beta on October 5th. Players will learn tactics for every map and game mode included in the beta, explore how in-game progression works, and discover which rewards will carry over to the full launch. The International Game Developers Association New York City Chapter, IGDA NYC, is partnering with the City Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment to bring Game-A-Palooza, Fall 2025 to Brooklyn. The one-day festival will take place on October 15th at Brooklyn's Henner House. It will spotlight over 50 local New York City game developers showcasing their latest projects in various stages of development. Attendees will have opportunities to sample and play over 50 new games and virtual experiences while meeting and networking with fellow gamers. Tickets will only cost $5, but must be reserved in advance, and premium access packages will be available at higher prices. In-game events. The World of Tanks team will cross over with Machine Games' Wolfenstein video game series starting October 2nd. Game players will step into the world of William J. Blazkowicz and his Resistance allies in the upcoming Battle Pass Special Wolfenstein. The event runs until October 13th and will give tank commanders the chance to receive exclusive Wolfenstein-themed rewards, including authentic franchise characters as crew members, 2D tank styles, a variety of customization elements, and the first German Tier 8 double-barreled heavy tank. Additionally, in-game bundles grant access to Resistance heroines Anya Oliver and Caroline Becker, as well as Frau Engel. Each comes with 3 perks and unique voiceovers. Upon completing all 40 stages of the base rewards track, commanders will earn an arsenal of Wolfenstein-themed items, including exclusive decals, inscriptions, a 2D style, and Blazkowicz as a tank commander. Wilhelm Death's Head Strauss is also available through the base progression. Through chapter progression, players can recruit Blazkowicz alongside his nemesis, Scientist Strauss, both available with 0 perks. Players looking for the full Wolfenstein experience can grab themed bundles and take on special combat missions, unlocking even more rewards that reflect the series' dark yet unyielding spirit. Data are sales stats. Silent Hill F has sold 1 million units worldwide since its launch on September 25th. The amount of units sold reflects digital and physical sales on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, Steam, Epic Games, and Microsoft Windows as of September 26th. The latest installment in the Silent Hill franchise blends Japanese horror conventions with beautiful landscapes to create an intense and gripping atmosphere. The official game description states, Shimizu Hinako, a high school student struggling under society's pressure of expectations, wanders through her hometown Ebisugaoka until a mysterious fog develops and covers the town. On her journey, Hinako must face horrific creatures, uncover mysteries, and confront traumatic decisions that will influence her fate. Game Updates DLC. Players can now play as Metalhead, the newest DLC character for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate. As the 6th hero on the roster, Metalhead introduces an all-new long-range playstyle, set to be equipped with a laser cannon, contact-triggered landmines, and tactical abilities designed to do major damage from a distance. Fans can enjoy the upgrades coming to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate's largest free update, which includes arcade mode, 3 new biomes, and over 100 audio, visual, and performance improvements across the game. Asterisk. The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack is now available for EA App, Epic Games Store, and Steam, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, and Xbox One systems. The official description for the expansion pack states, Sims can break a sweat at a fitness retreat, find serenity on a relaxing vacation, and reconnect with their inner child at Camp Jibai Jibai. Make new friends, both real and imaginary. Explore a bioluminescent bay in Jellyfish Junction. Get moving with spin bikes and free weights, or find new passions in skills like kayaking, papercraft, entomology, diving, and archery.